All right, here's part 2 of your test review for Friday. Again, I'm hoping that you have finished up the practice test. Here are the problems, and I will be expanding them a little more. Jacob, could you close the door a little bit? Thank you. All right, we're on number 12 for this one. For rhombus ABC, find the measure of angle 1. So the question becomes, how do we figure out the measurement? There's no other numbers here. But we do know that we have a rhombus here. And if you go back to Theorem 611, Theorem 611 tells you that all diagonals of a rhombus form right angles. So that the measure of angle 1 and this one and this one and this one, all four are 90 degrees, hence our answer H. Number 13, find the measure of angle PRS. So we're trying to find that measurement right there. Again, this one doesn't have any numbers on it as a reference, but it's a square. And we know that diagonals bisect the right angle of a square. This is a right angle. It bisects it, so it cuts it in half. So we have an answer of 45 degrees for number 13. So when on the test, you might see something with limited information. There's no angle measurements or side lengths. You have to kind of go back to the theorem or the rule for each of these figures. Choose a pair of base angles of trapezoid ABCD. Base angles, right there. Remember, they're different with a trapezoid in terms of if it's isosceles. This one's not isosceles. But these are the base angles, these are the pairs. So it's going to be A and B or C and D. And we don't have any pair except for those. D and C are the pair. A and D aren't, A and C aren't, and B and D aren't. Okay? Just the D and C for base angles. 15. In this trapezoid, DEFG, find the measure of angle D. So we're trying to find that measurement right there. Okay? How can we figure this one out? What's some of the ways that we can figure it out? Can we do the sum of the angles? We know that they add up to 360 degrees, but we don't know F. We could probably figure out F, but how do we figure that out? Guys and girls, it goes back to our rule about parallel lines. When we have parallel lines and a transversal right here, these two angles are supplementary. They add up to 180. So 136 plus what equals 180, 44. And that gives us that measurement. You could have found, these are going to be supplementary too. They're going to add up to be 180, but we really don't need to find F. They're not asking for that. They're asking for D here. Let me adjust the screen a little bit for the next couple of problems. Okay, 16, 17, 18, and 19, the last four. Okay, 16, word problem about Olivia's car, shape of a trapezoid, the base bordering the windshield measures 30, front of the car measures 24. It might help to make a little visual of a trapezoid, and we've got 30, we've got 24. What's the width of the median? There's our median right there. And as we talked about in class, you've got to be able to know the length of the median. Add these two side lengths and divide by 2. So 30 plus 24 is 54. 54 divided by 2 is 27, and that'll give you G. Okay, but you've got to know that rule. Add these two and divide by 2, and that'll be the median. This one is similar. 17, kind of similar. The length of the base of a trapezoid. So let's make the figure. There we go. One base is 44. The median is 36. And the other base is 2x plus 10. Solve for x. So, this plus this have to equal double the median. That's, in a sense, the trick that you have to know. That this plus this equal double this. Remember, this is 27 right here. 30 plus 24 is equal to double 27. It's equal to 54. Okay, so 44 plus 2x plus 10 is equal to 72, because we have to double 36. So 2x plus 54 equals 72. 2x equals 18. X equals 9. So our answer for number 17 is A, 9. Almost done. Another one with a median of a trapezoid. Another one with a median. Given the trapezoid with the median EF, which of the following is true? You got to know basically the formula of the median, which is this one. J. BC plus AD divided by 2 will give you that measurement. Okay? So that's why our answer is J for that one. And lastly, 19, PQRS is a kite. Find the measure of angle S. So we want to know this measurement. You got to know from a kite that you only have one pair of congruent angles. These and these two. They're congruent. It's a four-sided figure, so all four angles add up to 360. These two add up to 160 right here. So 360 minus 160 is 200. But 200 is not your answer. 200 is the sum of both of these angles. So 200 divided by 2 is 100. And there's that answer. Lastly, it's not on here, but number 20, your answer is G. Square root of 89. When you do Pythagorean theorem, you will get the square root of 89 for number 20. That covers all the problems that are, it's a good sense of what's happening on the test, the types of problems you're going to see, and what you're going to have to be able to do. All right?